Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am now done with the second trimester of my second pregnancy. As you can see, there is definitely a baby in there, and I am just loving the experience like I did in my last pregnancy. So yeah, I'm going to give you a bit of an update of what I've been doing over the last 12 or so weeks since we last spoke on here. Once I hit week 15, 16, my nausea went completely and I literally just felt myself again, and I just had my energy back and I just felt amazing. So at about 18 weeks I felt my very first kicks, which were very evident, and it was actually a really beautiful moment. I had woken in our bed and Lucas is next to me and next to him obviously Nick, and they were like cuddling. It was so cute, and I just felt these massive kicks and I just lay there feeling immense gratitude for one little cutie inside of me and the one next to me and the big cutie on the end too. And then ever since, even though I have an anterior placenta this time, so my placenta's at the front, I think it's like down the front and low, because I just feel so many kicks, as much as last time, which is really reassuring because it's so important to count your kicks, and it's just beautiful. I love it. Having my energy back meant that I was not having to sleep 10 hours every night. It's literally life-changing, and I got to go back to what I love doing, is getting up early before Lucas wakes up and meditating. Basically my goal is to declutter any crap or negativity or anxiety or fear in my mind and just focus on what my goals are for each day, short-term, long-term, and visualize all things that I want to visualize. And I've also got like a journal that I just bought from Kmart, and I literally just write down my thoughts, my gratitude, any fears that I have, and you know, why I shouldn't be scared of those, and just how I'm feeling. And then I like reflecting on that, and I'm super grateful to be able to get back to it. In terms of nutrition, I've literally just been eating the same, but obviously now not having to force myself to eat protein and vegetables. Like, my food aversions are gone completely. I don't feel any nausea, and I'm not turned off any foods. I don't have any cravings. I personally don't get pregnancy cravings. Like, you're not going to see me eating pickles and ice cream, even though, who knows, that might actually be nice. What I've been trying to have is just real food. Really stressing and important on nutrient intake, because just the importance is what I'm eating actually quality food? Does it have nutrients, or is it something from a packet that is not going to serve me and my babies? There is research to show that calorie demand increases. More so importantly, nutrient demand increases. By far, I just have been putting my priority into making sure that what I eat is real food. In terms of training, I'm just loving the fact that I have my energy back, and yeah, I've been consistently doing 2 to 3 weight sessions a week. What I've actually started doing was hitting a daily step goal of 10,000 steps a day. This is super, super important even when you're not pregnant, as there's a lot of research to show that anything under 7,800 steps roughly actually like down regulates your metabolism. So it pretty much makes your hunger hormones increase, and therefore you feel more hungry, you eat more, you're moving less, and more likely to contribute to weight gain. So it's actually cool. The more you move, the better things work, and you're actually less hungry. And it's so beneficial when you're pregnant to just keep that exercise up. And I actually love it mentally as well. I always do my walk outside. I don't have a treadmill or anything, and I hate walking on a treadmill in the gym, boring. And I always listen to some sort of podcast, audiobook, and it's just more of my me time, and I get the fresh sun, which is good for your vitamin D, and it's just like that stress reliever, and it's also so good for you and your growing baby. So in terms of exercise during the second trimester, it is a little bit different to the first trimester, because now there's a significant, size baby growing in there, and things are starting to stretch and grow and change internally and physically. In terms of what you can and can't do in terms of exercise, I like to follow like 4 simple rules. So basically, can you do the exercise with good technique and form? Are you not holding your breath during the exercise? When we hold our breath, it increases the intra-abdominal pressure, which basically means that there's extra pressure of air in your diaphragm, which can push out onto your abdominals, which are already naturally separating. It's normal, it happens in pregnancy, but we can worsen that, or the pressure can go down into the pelvic floor, which if you don't have strong muscles, you're going to stretch and weaken those. So basically you just don't want to be doing a big heavy squat where you've got to hold your breath. Not recommended during pregnancy. So any exercise where you're holding your breath, you can't breathe in and breathe out without stopping and holding your breath, not recommended. And that's different for some people, some women. So is there any bulging or doming in the linea alba? So like I said, you've got your rectus abdominis. They naturally separate during pregnancy to accommodate for the growing baby. This is normal. But when we're doing certain exercises, there's that separation. If you can see a bulging, like a bump, that is not normal, not safe. That's like exaggerating the pressure in between there, and it's going to weaken the tissue in between, which we don't want. So any exercises that cause that doming, stop doing them or change them so that you're not getting that doming effect. And then lastly, pelvic floor. When you're doing that exercise, do you feel a heaviness, a bulging in the vagina? Yep, I said the V word. You know, you really don't want to be feeling that. Many women think that that's normal to feel that. It's not. Obviously, there is a little bit of constant pressure down there, especially as the baby sort of gets into the position towards the end of pregnancy, but really feeling that heaviness and bulging, and especially things like leaking urine and stuff like that, not normal. Common, not normal. If you're getting those recurring symptoms, regardless of exercise that you do, highly recommend go and see a pelvic floor physio, okay? I know it's the funniest thing to, oh, I pee when I sneeze, that's just pregnancy. No, that's actually not normal. It's very common, but it's not normal. And I always obviously recommend seeing a pre and postnatal certified coach, because you can't just go to a standard trainer. They don't learn what I have learned and what you learn as a pre and postnatal certified coach. Pregnancy is a whole nother game. Postnatal is a whole nother game. Your body's changed forever. So we really wouldn't recommend just going to a standard boot camp. That's why I created the business, and I do online training as well. So no matter where you are in the world, if you want a program that's pregnancy safe and you learn and you're educated, contact me and the business handle, which you'll see throughout the video and at the end and stuff like that. So basically in terms of weight gain, I think I've put on just like over 5 kilos so far. I'm focusing on providing nutrients for me and my growing baby. Yeah, I'm not fussed about the number, but I'm pretty happy that I'm still within the normal weight gain. But again, like, this is so individual. It's about being healthy. If you're not gaining weight in an unhealthy way, well, that's not optimal. So yeah, weight gain's not a huge thing unless it's really quite exaggerated. But yeah, the recommended weight gain is anywhere from 9 to 13 kilos at full term. So, but that's very dependent on whether you started at a healthy weight. I've also been doing my monthly acupuncture sessions, which I love. It just makes me feel good. There's so many benefits to it, and it's just another thing that's like my me time. The needles don't hurt, and they're regulating everything in the body, and I just get to relax, and I kind of meditate and stuff as well. So it's really important to try and utilize any time you've got for me time, especially as a mom. I also have been seeing my chiro like just twice, just to make sure my posture and everything is aligned. Both times that I've gone over the last couple of months, she said I'm pretty much perfect shape. I don't have back pain, I don't have pelvis pain, I don't even really feel any growing pains, and I really contribute this not to luck, but because I'm very aware of my posture daily and the way I sit, the way I move. I think I've got good core engagement. I just feel like, and I've got good glute activation. I feel like everything is supported, and it enables me to carry, and it was good to know that everything's looking and feeling good. So another exciting thing that I've done in the last couple of months is a Calm Birth birthing course. This was actually a refresher course since I'd done the full course in my last pregnancy. It was amazing. There was another 3 couples there, and it was actually with the founder himself, Peter Jackson. So yep, he's a male. He was a male midwife for like 40 years in the hospital system, and kind of witnessed and watched so many births and realized where there was a lack of emotional support, which is why he created Calm Birth. So what it does is it teaches you the physiology of birth, the psychology of birth, and then it gives tips on like pain management, and just sort of explains like in great detail the mind-body connection and how basically emotions and mindset have the biggest influence on labour. And the one thing I love is that what Peter Jackson kept saying all day, a mother will birth best where she feels safe. So he wasn't an advocate for home births or hospital births, public, private. He was like, I don't care where you birth, as long as you feel safe, empowered, educated, inspired, supported. And I love that. Like, I was the only one there having home birth. All these other ladies were going back to their hospitals that they birthed in before. And he said, like, that's great. I love that you feel safe to have the baby at home. And I love that you guys feel safe in a hospital. At the end of the day, we want you all to have a good experience, whatever it is. And it's not pro-natural or anything like that. It's pro, are you supported? So they know that there are cases where you might have to have a cesarean or things just don't go the way that you thought they would. But it's just about, did you feel supported and educated and informed and in control? It is the most empowering, educating, inspiring course, and even Nick loved it. Like, he took a lot of it away home in terms of like life and you know, the mind-body connection about life and goals and enjoying life. So and he really understood his role in the labour, which is so important. A lot of men exacerbate the fear for the woman because they're like, I don't know what to do and I'm freaking out for you. They do courses kind of all over Sydney, depending on where you live and what hospital you're at and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much a recap of my second trimester. If you have any questions, you can always comment below or contact me on my Instagram or Facebook. I'm almost 29 weeks now, so I've only got like technically 11 weeks roughly to go. Could be 13. I'm happy to go 2 weeks over. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'll go earlier on time like I did last time, and just super excited for the home birth. Everything's still going well for me to birth at home. I've got one more appointment with my midwife in a couple of weeks, and then we change to fortnightly appointments, which things will start getting real serious then. And then we're going to really delve into where exactly I think I'm going to give birth. Right here, this is in the front of my bedroom, in a birthing pool, which is all going to be set up with tarp and sheets and stuff like that. And yeah, we're going to go through a whole bunch of all the nitty-gritty stuff about my preferences. I used to call it birth plan, but I love the idea of birth preferences because you can always prefer things, but it's about, you know, going with the flow on the day. But if you have like, well, if this happens, then can I have this? Well, if that happens, can I have this? If you've got your preferences, there should be no reason that something that you wanted can always happen for you. So it's about really so important to do that. And yeah, I hope you can see how much I'm just actually fucking loving this pregnancy. I'm actually sad that it's going to be over in a few months because I just feel like I just own it and I love it, and I get so many compliments about just how glowing I look and how my energy is, and I just think it's incredible, and it's sad that it's going to be over soon, but I'm just taking every day and just being eternally grateful and really trying to bond every time baby kicks. So I talk to baby and just shaping the way that he or she will see the world, because that's so important. There's a lot of research to show that you can bond with your baby before they're even here, and you know, the way that you see and feel, and are you stressed, are you relaxed, are you happy, do you see the world in a good place, that really carries over to your baby. It's crazy how intelligent we are as human beings. So I'm really mindful of this time, and I just feel like this has been such a chilled, relaxed pregnancy, and I'm just hoping the birth will be the same and my postnatal experience will be the same. Yes, it'll be challenging in some ways, but just feel like I have such a good hold on my mindset and my perspective on life that, you know, nothing will bring me down. So yeah, I hope that my journey inspires you guys and gets you excited about pregnancy. It's awesome. There's no time for fear. It's just a time killer, and it's not necessary. You know, choose love instead of fear. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate every single view. Please leave your comments, feedback, any other questions. If you want more about something, less about something. If I talk too much, probably do talk too much, so let me know, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!